Hello. In this lesson, we're going to continue to learn about programming as part of the Aim Ahead Club. The topic of today is variable. A variable is a value that can change depending on conditions or information passed to the program. Here, you can see a screenshot of the app. These are different blocks of the program. And here you see is variable. Why is a variable useful? When do we need a variable? Well, let's do this using the app. I'm going to move my shared screen to the app now. Hopefully you're in the same place in the app. We press projects. Then we press the plus sign to make a new project. Today, let's name this variable. Still, we're using word blocks for programming, and we hit create. This is the event block. All the blocks we're going to program will go under this. It says when program starts, so we don't change that. You remember how we made the robots move? We first set the motors. For this robot model, what moves its leg is C plus A. It needs to be C plus A, otherwise it's not controlling the right motor for this particular model that Lego calls Blast. And then we can move it forward. We can make it backward. We'll make it go left. And we'll make it go right. So now let's run the robot. One thing I also want to remind you is make sure this connection is green. If not, you need to connect. Otherwise, this program wouldn't be passed on to the hub of the robot. Nothing will happen. Mine is connected here, as you can see. So I'll press play. Okay, simple movement. Now, I hope you will place the robot on the ground. If you don't have a very, very large table, you should place it on the ground because now we're going to make it move around a little more. I'm going to change this to 20 centimeters. We'll still follow this sequence, but we'll change it to 20 centimeters. Now stop to the old program. Let's run a new one. Okay, bigger movements, right? Because we told it to do that. How about we make the robot gradually move more? Let's say we first do 10, then do 15, then do 20. So we move it around, we drag it down, right? We say duplicate. We have this block here. And we change this to 10, 10, 10, 10, and now the 20s are good, but we want to duplicate and move that to 15, 15, 15, 15. Now stop the old, let's play. Small movement, bigger movement, even bigger movement. Okay, pretty good. But we have to type these numbers in manually. And what if I say, let's change it into 8, 9, 10? Then we have to type 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10. We can have a smarter way to do this. Let's click on variables. Here, you see, you can make a variable. Let's do exactly that. Let's make a new variable. Let's call it distance, how far it is. Now let's say okay. Okay, so you see now we have these commands, set distance and change distance. Let's say we'll set distance. We don't want it to be 0, we want it to be 10. So let's move away these. Now it's moving 10, right? So, but now we do have to tell it to move distance. So we do this by putting this, see, we drag the variable here, here, here. Now we set the distance, we move it for the distance. Don't worry about these, we don't need it, so we can delete it. Let's run it. Okay, now if we want to change it to 15, we only need to type in one number. Now let's play. Pretty good. So what do we want to do? What we initially did, we start with 10, we increase to 15, we increase to 20. This is where the controls will be useful. If you recall from last lesson, we have learned some different control structures. In this case, let's do repeat. We'll repeat 3 times, right? And each time we will go back to the variables, we will change the distance by, let's say, 5. So the first time it will go through this loop, it will do 10, and then it will do 15, then it will do 20. Let's see if our program does exactly that. Okay, it did exactly as what we told it to do. What if we wanted to move a random distance? We don't have to decide. We can make it make a decision on its own. So remember, in the operators, we have this option to pick a random number, and we can set this random number between 1 to 10. And let's see, we can ask for it to move, let's say 5 times. So and for now, let's take away this change part and see what happens. So each time it moved the same amount of distance, but it's a random number picked between 1 to 10. If we say we want to use a little bit more interesting controls, let's go to the control. let's pick if then else here. So let's pick a number, but what we're gonna do is, let's move this over. If distance is, let's say, if distance, let's put a condition in. If the distance is, sorry, this has to be the one. So let's say if distance is smaller than 20, we will increase by 5. The distance goes here. And if the distance is 20, then we'll move it by -5, meaning that we will reduce the distance by 5. Okay, so we'll stop the old program. We will run the new program. So by doing so, if we run it enough times, you'll realize we can control how far it goes. We wouldn't let it go too far, because if it's smaller than 20, we will increase it. Otherwise, if it's above 20, we'll reduce it. So we'll really, realistically, we'll never go beyond 24, 25. The last thing I want to show you is that you can have more than one variables. So we have one variable for the distance, for example. Let's try to pick a different variable. So let's say we let the program do 2 things at the same time. So let's do this in parallel. So on one part, it will do the movement. On the other part, we'll do light. This is turning on smiley face for 2 seconds. And we can also pick a sound. Let's say we'll play a beep for 2 seconds. So here we control how far it moves using distance. We can create a new variable. Let's call it time. Let's control how far the smiley face is, and how long the smiley face is played, and how long the beep is played. Let's call it time. So now we can set time here. So drag down list, you can pick time. We can also make it a random number between 1 and 10. Well, let's change it to 5. 10 seconds is a long time. And here, instead of putting in a number ourselves, we can go back to variable and put the time variable here. So now the time will be a random number between 1 and 5. So each time it would do something different. So now let's stop this, the old program. Now we can start running the new program. I don't know if you're hearing it. I'm hearing the robot. My robot is making a beep for a pretty long time. I don't know yours does, how long yours does. as always, you can change the program up a little bit. You can play with these numbers. Make sure you don't pick too large a number, depending on how much space you have. And you can create even more variables. For example, you can have one variable controlling how long the smile is. I have another variable controlling how long the beep is. Until next time, we'll say goodbye.